Welcome to Magic Gathering Strat. I'm going to try to record Pauper to the people. Uh, since Chris Weaver prioritized his family and his work and left the show, I haven't received any movie files to upload to YouTube. That's why you haven't been getting Pauper to the people. But this time I'm going to try to rogue record it while we record the show. So I hope that won't cause too many audio issues on my part. So let's try it.
For the people with me tonight is Peter.
Hello.
Dan.
Om det är någon som kan svenska, hör mig prata svenska, så säg till någonstans.
Okay. Brennan.
Hey everybody, it's Brennan.
And of course Mike is not with us tonight. He is taking the night off.
Slacker.
Slacker, yeah.
Everyone can use a night off every once.
Yeah. Of course, it'll never happen for me because I'm the one that actually records the show, so.
Yep, sucks for you, don't it, buddy?
Oh, well, that's fine.
It's lonely at the top, Nate.
Yep. How's everyone's weekend been?
Pretty good.
That's good. What did you do this weekend, Peter?
Not so much in the way of magic. Got to hang out with the family, did stuff like that, and was practicing swing dancing with my niece, and I have to say, I'm proud of her. We finally got to do a flip where she didn't scream.
Nice.
No, that is like rule one of swing dancing. If you're going to do a trick, the one thing that ruins tricks is if the follow screams.
Yeah, that makes it seem a lot more lively.
It takes, that's awesome! Apparently she wasn't ready for that. She was terrified. It just ruins her when they're going, ah!
I bet.
What did you do this weekend, Dan?
I played M14. I've been playing a lot of M14 lately. I'm currently
you have.
I'm currently 11 matches on an 11-match win streak, so I've
Nice.
11 straight wins.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I tend to fall into blue-white control all the time. White seems very underdrafted, and
Yeah.
people pass me crazy stuff.
Yeah.
I've been hanging out with the family. I've been doing a new Game of Thrones show, so
Cool.
it's on the Fan of History YouTube channels. You can both get 3,000-year-old news and and Game
Yeah, I've
of
been
Thrones
listening to
things.
that. I've been listening to that at work.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, like when I'm like, because when I work at downtime,
Yeah.
and I'll play when I'm playing Minecraft. I'll just turn that on.
Yeah, on May the 12th, we begin the story of the Neo-Assyrian Empire, so
Oh, that's cool.
there'll be 300 years of very evil, sadistic torture stuff.
Yeah.
Ooh, juicy.
Yeah.
Should do it TMZ style.
That's wrestling.
Oh no, it's the one of those gossip shows.
Yeah.
Where they film celebrities in
Mm-hmm.
awkward positions and stuff, and
Yeah. It's really weird.
air out the dirty laundry.
Yeah.
I have to check that out.
It's pretty trashy.
Yeah.
All right.
What do you do this weekend, Brennan?
This weekend, I took my son to go see that Rio 2 movie with those
Yeah.
singing birds.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was terrible. I didn't enjoy the movie. He seemed to like it, which is really the only reason I went. So
Yeah.
How old is
mission
he?
accomplished. He's 7.
Okay. Target
What?
market.
Yeah.
You saw the first Rio movie, did you?
Yeah.
The
I kinda like that one.
Yeah, the
That was
first
alright.
one's really good. I'm surprised the second one wasn't good.
See, this one here's the deal. And I know I'm nitpicking a cartoon for children, but first of all, totally unrealistic.
Mm.
I'm kidding. I knew that going in. But it's not really a musical, but it is a musical. It's like
Yeah.
sometimes they're just singing to sing, which is fine.
Yeah.
It's a Disney-esque movie. It's
Yeah.
got songs and singing. But sometimes they sing the plot too. So it's instead of just singing, which is, normal stuff, it's not really a musical because only parts of the plot are sung.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's kind of a mishmash.
It doesn't.
What was
Yeah.
that?
No, it doesn't surprise me that the second one probably isn't as good because, like, my kids are into cars. the movie Cars. The first Cars movie was great. I hated the second one.
Yeah, my son loves them both. He loves cars. But
Yeah, I didn't
the
like.
second one wasn't as
Yeah.
deep.
I didn't like the second one because the second one was like there's like cars dying and they're shooting at each other and
Yeah.
it's like really.
Yep.
So,
Yeah, you know.
yeah.
They kind of gave up a little storytelling for some action.
Yeah.
Which seems
But
about par for the course.
we're getting close to How to Train Your Dragon 2, and I'm really looking forward to that one.
I hope
Looking
that's
forward to
good
that.
because the movie was good. I liked
Yeah.
the first one.
When is that one coming out again?
Enjoyed it.
June 17th.
Nice.
I'm taking my kids to all of my kids to that one.
Well, we still have a movie in May that I'm still looking forward to before that then.
What?
What's that?
Godzilla.
Oh God,
yeah.
really? That, yeah.
You know what, Nate?
Gojira.
Screw you.
I have what have I done this week? Well, we finalized our EDH league and tested the achievements and they all work. We even tested the prize support engine that we're going to be doing after the 10 weeks, and that works really, really good and makes everyone happy. Got 2 EDH decks that I tweaked. There's 2 of my EDH decks that weren't that strong. My green-white deck with Karametra and my Skullbriar deck, after I built it, it had some kinks in it. So I did a lot of tweaking to those, and I played them this weekend and completely crushed everybody, so it works now. So I'm pretty happy about that. Now it's just getting the artifact deck to work all the crazy kinks out of that thing. That's going to be... That deck's challenging, though, because, like, I seem to work one kink out of it, and then another kink shows up. It's like... Kuwait, a high school buddy who's home from Kuwait, and he goes back this next weekend, so we had a party for him out at... and one of my old guard buddies, Paul Jensen, he's like old guard buddy, and this high school buddy of mine is actually they're brothers. I'm friends with both of them. It's the younger brother. He kind of fell in with my bunch of my buddies from my old guard unit. So on top of having a party for him because he's back from Kuwait, it was hanging out with a lot of my old National Guard buddies too. A little reunion there.
Oh, cool.
So we stayed up till like 3 o'clock in the morning, around a giant bonfire, just getting a little inebriated.
A little? That's
a little. Want to say a little? A little to moderate?
A little to moderate, yeah. You only had one beer after another?
Yeah, pretty much. Still want a bocce ball, goddammit, even though I was drunk, so.
Hey. You passed the drunk dexterity test.
Yes. So yeah, it was fun. I had a lot of fun this weekend doing that, so. But yeah, that's about all I really did this weekend. But yeah, that's about it. And then we got our news. What do we got in news today? We got, everyone is in an uproar and pretty excited in this Pauper community about Krufix Insight. Let's look at this monster. 2 colorless, 1 green, sorcery. Reveal the top 6 cards of your library. Put up to 3 enchantment cards from among them into your hand and put the rest revealed into your graveyard.
Right.
Basically, we've got and I believe, isn't there another card in the same set that does this, but you can only get 1?
Yeah, the Commune with the Gods.
Yeah, Commune of the Gods. This is like Commune of the Gods on steroids.
Yeah, on the Commune you can get land or an enchantment.
Yeah.
But this one, this is putting 3 cards in your hand. Is there any other card at common that lets you do that outside of blue?
I don't think there is.
Not outside of Squadron Hawk.
Yeah, now outside of blue.
Squadron Hawk, that's true. Squadron Hawk will let you grab 3. It's very specific cards, but it's 3 nonetheless.
Yeah.
But
I couldn't think of any.
what deck are you playing this in? If you're talking classic Pauper, you want to play this
Yeah,
in
that's what I'm
Hexproof,
wondering.
right?
I got a feeling people might give this a try in Hexproof. I really
Over
do.
what? Are you cutting
That's
your
the thing.
Yeah,
Like,
Armadillo
it's a
clones?
3 mana commitment.
I
You've done a
Cutting
lot
don't
of free
know.
drops.
Ancestral
I
Mask?
couldn't tell you. I couldn't tell you over what, but I could guarantee you someone will probably try it.
Yeah, surely.
Over
But I
Ancestral
call
Mask.
that we will see 0 copies of this in a day, a daily almost. I said in a premiere event in like 2-3
Right,
months.
but I
think this
don't
makes
know.
some splashes in Standard Pauper,
Yes, of course.
Oh, yeah, without a
Yes.
doubt.
without a doubt.
Because right, what I think of is basically grabbing all the enchantment and enchantment creatures, putting it in a green other deck. Yeah, and then you have this. You're able to go dig 6 deep, grab 3 of whatever you need,
Yeah,
and yeah, you're drawing nothing but gas at that point.
yeah. It's a pretty. I almost want to. I could almost see this starting a whole new deck.
Yeah,
You know what? I thought the same thing.
This could be a whole new
What were you
deck
gonna
in
say, Dan?
Standard Pauper.
depends on the number of commons that get to this ability constellation, right? If there's a ton of enchantment creatures in this set, then there will be a new deck for sure.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
it's
the R&D said that this was the one. Basically, this is the god's view of the set. Like that's why there should be a whole lot more
Nice.
gods related
yeah.
items in this one. So
We
yeah,
are in Nyx,
that'd be
everything
cool.
is enchantments.
Right.
Yeah.
And I kind of thought about this in some kind of a 5-color green deck in Classic. If you concentrate on the enchantments like Jace's Erasure, Tome, Bloody Tome, Curse of the Pierce Heart, stuff like that. Those ones where the enchantments get down and they cause pain just being themselves. Like there doesn't have to be anything else related to them on the board.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I was thinking as far as this in Classic, but I haven't come up with any kind of deck.
Yeah.
I'm not a great deck builder, but I got ideas, man.
Yeah. I think this is a pretty strong card. I mean, it like when it comes to Standard Pauper, this could make a whole new deck. Just looking at it, it's like this seems pretty good. I mean, for 3 mana, you're getting a lot. So,
Oh yeah.
but
The
yeah.
odds are good. You're going to go through 10% of your deck and 1 card.
Yeah. It's
Pretty
pretty
hot.
OP. Then the other card, and this one I'm really excited about, the new Planeswalker. We finally got ourselves a green-white Planeswalker, and it's a Ajani, Mentor of Heroes. 3 colorless, 1 green, 1 white. And he is ridiculously good. I mean, we got an ultimate here that is you gain 100 life.
Yeah, when I think it might have been Rosewater. I can't remember which one of them said it, but people at Wizards were saying, yeah, we want to get back to a place where life totals really matter. Like, it sounded to me, me being the hopeful person, that it's like, get away from mill and poison and things like that, but where your life total really matters, and like they wanted to make a statement.
Yeah.
And this makes a hell of a statement.
Oh yeah, it does. I mean, that, and I do have to say, like I was just saying this before, but as a whole, like Theros did not impress me. There's maybe less than 10 cards in Theros I actually was interested in. The rest I didn't care about. So I didn't like Theros. Born of the Gods came out. Again, there's like 10 cards in the whole set I actually cared about. The rest I hated, just didn't really care about. And then this into Journey to Nyx. And so far what they've released, everything is just ridiculously good. Like this set is awesome so far.
Yeah, it looks great.
And yeah, it looks really, really good. It's like I'm probably end up going to buying a few booster boxes of this set because this set is just so awesome.
I think this is.
Sorry, go ahead.
Oh no! Feel free. Yeah.
I'm spoiling cards on Magic Gathering Strat every day, and it's constant surprises that you when you get the spoilers, like what?
Yeah, I mean,
Howling Mine, Mana Player.
yeah, I mean,
Grass.
and I have to say, if you're, I mean, all the formats out there, I mean, but if you're an EDH player, you want Journey to Nyx. There are so many EDH cards in this set. It is insane.
Yeah, that one. I know Dan was having a struggle with this one, but that Hydra Broodmaster.
Yeah.
I would say the Johnny and me wants to play this so bad because okay, it's a 7/7 for 6. Already I like it. Economy. So now you have a monstrosity of XX green. You monstrify it or make it monstrous. I think monstrify is a better word.
Yeah.
Anyway, Hydra Broodmaster. Okay, you put X 1/1 tokens on it. So let's say you cast it for 5 mana. Or, yeah, let's say 5. So you have the X is 2, X is 2, and then a green. So you're putting 2 1/1 counters on it. So already it's a 9/9. I like it. But then, wait, there's more. You put 2 2/2 green Hydra tokens in the on the battlefield. And if you happen to monstrous it for 7, it would add 3 1/1 counters to it. You would put 3 3/3 Hydra creature tokens onto the battlefield.
That's ridiculous. That is
holy crap.
Yeah, that's just scary.
And with all the mana things going on with the new mana flare and
Oh my
with
gosh.
picks, then this
Yes.
could get pretty insane.
Yeah.
You could fill the board with 1 card.
But where the hell is his trample ability?
I don't know. Why did we
that
never
many guys
get,
in one turn? I guess.
why did we never get a
Who cares about trample ability?
Well, a bestow trample. Why is there no bestow trample?
That's weird.
Because we always want something that gives trample, and it always costs too much.
Yeah.
Case in point, check out the old soulbound trample creature.
Yeah.
The which one?
Pathbreaker Worm, it costs like 6 or
Oh,
something like
That's
that.
like 6,
God,
yeah.
yeah.
But you know what? Who needs trample when you have something like Bow of Nylea, which gives all attacking creatures death touch anyway?
Yeah.
Because Death Touch and Trample would be OP.
Yeah, it would be OP. It would be OP, but at the same time, all you need is death touch. Fill the board with this guy and just have death touch and be like, let's go.
Oh, send in the babies.
Yeah.
God.
Yeah, it looks great.
You're not really caring when they're trying to block and their creatures are just dying.
Right. And, it's kind of funny. I know Dan and I were talking about, we were actually talking about selling Night Veil Spectre in a while back, and he was saying, well, I wonder what they're going to get to replace it. And to me, they replaced it with that Master of the Feast. Holy crap.
Yeah.
A 5/5 flying for 3 mana.
Yeah.
1 black.
Yeah, it's-
Nightmare Spectre was kind of a control card. This is just a
it's true.
crazy Rakdos card.
Yeah, it's kind of that demon. What was his name? The demon that you can sacrifice to tap him?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Him. He used to be $1 and now he's like $6.
Right, that guy.
Yeah.
I feel terrible. I sold all mine before he went nuts.
Are you kidding? Back, the Night Veil Spectre, back when I was still a coordinator, I think when the dugout closed, we ended up with like two sealed containers of the promo of the Night Veil Spectres.
Oh.
Wow.
And he ended up just the guy that was selling my boss. He's like, well, I'm not going to use them. You just keep them. They're yours. I had 2 things of those sealed things back when they were $1 or like they're $2, and I had friends that were just like, well, yeah, sure, I'll trade. I had all my trade book, and I was just trading them away like candy because they were like, what? It's just a $2 card. I don't care.
Mm-hmm.
And
Isn't that $6.50?
Yeah, and now it's like I look back, it's like, God, oh really?
Right before Christmas, I sold 300 Night Veil Spectres on Magic Online.
Wow.
The price moved a whole full dollar down. It went from $3 to $2.
Yeah.
It was a friend of mine
Dan
who bought them
the
for
economy
10 cents
again.
each. And he said,
Oh.
I can't get rid of this, you have to do it for me. So I
Yeah.
did.
It's
Oh
ridiculous.
my gosh.
Took a while.
Wow.
Yeah, this is crazy. But yeah. So what's the standard Pauper update?
Standard Pauper update. We are in round 2. I have played. Let's count them. Starting this weekend, I played 13 matches so far. 20 decks made it to the round 2. I have played 13 of them. I believe I have posted, I think 8 of the videos online right now. I can't
Yeah.
remember. A lot. I've gone on a binge of posting videos online.
Yeah.
I wanted to. I'm not too keen on keeping this going past the release of Journey to Nyx.
Yeah.
If it happens, it happens. It's just fine.
Yeah.
But I figured I better get on it, and I've had today off and tomorrow off just from work for because of make good for overtime,
Yeah.
and I decided I was going to go ahead and do it. So I will. By tomorrow evening, I will have played the entirety of round 2. I'm not going to
Yeah.
post them all. I'm just going to parse the rest of them out through this week. But round 3 will start next week.
Is Rakdos still alive?
Rakdos. Let me look. Rakdos Regenerations. Yes, I have not played it yet. So,
Okay.
but yeah, it's still alive.
Nice.
Peter,
Yep.
your Gatekeepers is still there.
Hmm.
Still churning along. Dan, Mono Red Aggro.
Oh,
Still churning. We'll have to see what makes it to round 3. But I would like to point out that of the videos I've posted, so nothing will be spoiled from this, 1, 2, 3, 3 of them have no champion. So already moving on to round 3, and they have no champion. Come on, people. It's free money.
Yeah, go in there and champion the decks. I think it is almost impossible to finish in time for Journey into Nyx. It's May
Yeah.
12th. It's just 27 days.
Yeah.
I know. So, yeah, depending on how the rest of this goes. See, the problem I have is looking at the list of what's left, I see 4 decks that I think will probably have a greater than 75% chance of winning no matter what they go up against. So
Yeah.
the last 4 could take a really long time
Yeah.
Nice.
because they are super solid. I'm not gonna give it away, but yeah, I think that's one of the big things. Now, one of my personal favorite deck, if I would have championed one, I would have picked this one. I would have spat in the face of what was reasonable, and I would have championed Blue Sky, which is basically the Mono Blue Flyers deck. It's like all curve. That's what it is. That deck is all about the curve, and it has great. It has flyers that span what you're looking for, and when it curves out in mana, it's just a joy to play. But it's gone. It got defeated. So sad. But again, I enjoyed playing it, and again, I would have championed it as an underdog because it truly was. But yeah. Let's see what else. What other ones? Oh yeah, Bug Defenders, one that everybody thought would go the distance. I think I mentioned that last week.
Yeah, I got crushed, didn't it?
It did. Ugh, I feel terrible.
Sad days.
Yeah, that's the one. I think I apologized on camera. Well, camera. We don't even use a camera when we film. Why do we say we film things and we can't use a camera?
Yeah.
Oh well. While it was being digitally recorded, I apologize for it. But yeah, that was a lot of fun. I just want to stress that still out there on the MTGO Strat, go out there and just send me a line. Anything you can do, just send me a note. Say, hey, I want to champion this other deck that's already made it to round 3. I realize I'm late, but heck, let's back a winner.
Yeah.
That's all you got to do.
I think that might be a
That's
valid
like being a
strategy
bandwagon kind of person.
for any Pauper Gauntlet. Just wait to round 3 and then champion whatever is
Yeah, champion one. If there's not one that's left, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got some messages from people who were playing the MPDC today because I happened to be online
Yeah.
while that was going on. even though a lot of them, I don't think have ever once made a comment on the website or video, or I don't even know if they seem to act like they watch the videos. I think a lot of who play MPDC on Monday are European. I mean, I guess that makes sense. It's
Yeah.
prime time. So there was in various degrees of English people saying that they liked it and asked if I was going to do it again.
Nice.
I was like, really? That's cool. I don't even know who you are, but
Yeah.
thanks.
But even though
So, yeah.
standard Pauper is not our main subject on Magic Gathering Strategy, you are getting great views, I think. For
Yeah, that's cool. I feel bad. I had a lot of stuff to do this, and I didn't write my article over the weekend. I gotta
Yeah.
finish that up.
I think standard Pauper just stands to the reason why people are interested in it, because it's just seems like new. It seems like when you got a new something that's a newer format that hasn't been touched on, you always have that. You always have those people interested in it.
Hmm. Yeah, it's a fun format. I mean, look at how many decks we got. We got more than I imagined.
Yeah.
And I still play against. There are obvious favorites that I play against. It's just like playing in Classic. You're always going to go up against Mono Blue. Or
Yeah.
Against a Delver. What I play against is just all over the map.
Yeah.
It's just it's a wide open field, and I think people don't realize that. They're like, Standard? How many commons could there possibly be in Standard? Well, let me tell you, I haven't done the math. I don't know,
There's
but
a lot.
there's a lot of commons.
Answer.
Isn't that enough for you?
Yeah.
But it's kind of like the way I see Standard Pauper in Classic Pauper is two things. If you liked, I know this is going to reach back for some of y'all. If it's on Netflix, y'all can go watch it. All you kids who listen to this. But if you watched Twin Peaks, the TV series, it was awesome. It's one of the best TV series ever produced.
Yeah, it is.
But and also, people who like that are usually big fans of the prequel sequel movie. Go figure. Fire Walk with Me. Now, the Twin Peaks was done in the confines of what was allowed on television at the time, American television, Dan. So
Yeah.
no boobies. So, and then, but the movie, it was rated R. I could do whatever it wanted to. It went crazy.
Yeah.
I liked the TV series better because I thought David Lynch, when working in the confines of what was allowable on TV, became more creative than what he did with Fire Walk with Me. He was allowed to do whatever he wanted. He had no constraint. It's just like Standard Pauper. I believe that there are super strong decks, and people become more creative with the restrictions therein.
Yeah.
So there's not stagnation. If something gets bad, you just got a year to deal with it, and then something. Everything changes. Just like I think the first article I wrote, in regards to Standard Pauper, wrote about the changes. But yeah, I think that's kind of Standard Pauper in a nutshell.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. Good reads. Take it away, Dan.
Yes, as you might know, I'm running a show called The Modern Noob on Magic Gathering Strat on YouTube, and on MTGO Library, and on MTGO Strat. It's about me learning Modern, and the sort of end of the show is right before Modern PTQ season, when I'm going to play a premiere event with the deck I feel most comfortable with. There are 4 decks left. The Time Walk Taking Turns deck that just wins by time warping and walking the Aeons and drawing a lot of cards with Jace Balerion and Howling Mine. It's really degenerate. And I
love it.
I didn't think that could be done in Modern. People either love it or hate it.
Man.
I'm playing Tron, the green-red version. I'm playing Soul Sisters, and I'm playing a very aggressive Goblins build. And this Wednesday we will finish a vote for one of these halves to leave, so I can focus on the others. But this is going on Magic Gathering Strat, and the article summarizes the current situation. So it will be happening for 6 more weeks. So if you're into Modern, check it out.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah, I voted. I voted for the deck.
Which one did
that I
you
think
want
should
to
leave.
pick?
I think you should play Tron.
Yeah, Dan specifically said, "Oh, please don't kick out Tron." So I put that as the one I wanted to kick out. But then I said, "Just kidding."
I think you should play Tron.
But yeah,
So I have to
I
kick
said
one
goblins.
out. So one is leaving.
Yeah.
That's the vote.
Yeah, I said goblins.
All right.
I say goblins goes.
It seems everybody loves Soul Sisters because nobody's saying Soul Sisters.
Hey,
Soul Sisters is a fun deck.
It's a very easy deck to play as well in Modern because it has such polarized matchups. Either you play creatures and try to win, then you can't beat Soul Sisters, or you play combo and then Soul Sisters can't win.
Yeah.
So it's very, very easy, very good beginner deck.
It depends
Yeah.
what version of combo you're playing against too, though. Because if you play against like any like the extra twin decks or any Splinter Twin deck, Soul Sisters just automatically wins by putting down a single Soul Sister.
Yeah.
But the twin decks now are very interactive.
Yeah. They. I've seen a few that. I've seen a few that start incorporating black. I mean, I was doing it. Yeah, when I was playing Modern and Paper, that when I was playing Splinter Twin, I started incorporating black. But there's a few. I've seen a few lists floating around that people are starting to incorporate black into the list.
Yeah, actually,
Because-
most of them incorporate a third color. It could be either black, white, or green.
Yeah, because Terminate is a really, really strong card.
You think?
Nah.
Terminate and what's the other one? Thoughtseize are both, for some reason, just strong cards. I don't know why.
Wow, I don't even.
It's kind of
think I've heard
weird.
of those until now. How do you spell Thoughtseize? How was that?
What kind of language are we talking about?
Yeah. No, Terminate's always been one of my favorite cards because I like the name and what it does.
Terminate. Yeah, good stuff.
Yeah.
Hey Dan, did they ever produce Swedish language cards, or was it
No,
always
never.
just English that you had?
We are quite Anglified here, so we never needed Swedish.
Yeah.
Well, there are like
That's-
12 million Swedish speakers, so it's very unnecessary to print anything in Swedish.
I didn't know if they did it way back in the day.
Yeah.
I remember when we got a hold of a box. It was after Legends. We all bought a box of Legends when they came out. Me and the play group I was in. But we all got that same box. You know how there were two divided boxes?
Mm-hmm.
Legends? Like, for whatever reason, the print run.
Yeah.
Either got X box or Y box. And it got a little tiresome because we all had the same cards. So we went in on way back in the day. We were using a auctioning news group.
Yeah, I remember
You know,
that.
from Linux, or not Linux. It was straight up Unix back then.
Yeah.
But anyway, we got on and we bought 2 boxes of Italian Legends, and I just remember we were just fascinated because we had a copy of the Scry magazine that came out that had basically all the spoilers in it, and we were just looking through that to go through and figure out which card, what the cards were and what they did. Because we had never seen them before.
Yeah.
So that was fun.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's the only good reads we got because I tried looking for stuff and it seems like everyone's quiet with the new set coming out. So everyone's kind of waiting and speculating. So
And we're such as just writing about the new cards, so
yeah. So it's pretty much just waiting for Wizard spoilers to start talking about cards. So it's kind of where I'm at with that.
Eventually, I'll do I think we go through and do. I know we do a
Yeah, we have a set review
review here.
when is that?
I will. Yeah, when is our set?
Would probably be next week. No, I want to say
Is everything
probably.
spoiled by then?
No, everything should be spoiled by next week. Because I mean, what we got? We're moving. No,
The week after.
the week after. Because we're 2 weeks out from the pre-release.
Right.
No, the
So there
week
you go.
after will be way too late, won't it?
Well, it's no
I thought it was May 2nd. When's the release date for
No, the
On
paper
paper.
release date
That's
is May
26th.
2nd, yeah. But
May
the
2nd, yeah.
pre-release for paper, but the pre-release is April 26th.
yeah,
So-
April 26th.
Oh, so maybe it is Monday.
Yeah, it is Monday.
Wow.
Yeah, so
Okay.
next week.
Dang.
Sweet.
Well, there you
Next
go.
time. Spoilers.
Yeah. Next week, pretty much, because I will be. I'm going to the pre-release this time around because I'm really looking forward to the set. So I will be pre-releasing this set. I didn't pre-release the other two because I saw the spoilers and wanted to throw up. So
You have such strong emotions about Theros.
so yeah. So yeah, but yeah. So the topic one, we have our first listener submitted Pauper EDH deck.
Nice.
And this one is a Dan deck. Someone's submitting this deck for Dan.
All right.
Thought we'd go over it quick. It is your general, your possible general if you choose to use this deck. Child of Alara
I will
is the
use
general.
this deck.
It's a 5-color deck. It's okay. Here we'll go over it here. Of course, it's EDH, so every card is just one. It's really, it is a pretty much a combo deck. It's utilizing just before we go through the list. You're taking Croson Restore and Freed from the Real, and you're gonna burn everybody out with
X-Spells.
with X spells. That's what the deck does.
It is interesting that this is considered down deck. It must be because of Love Train in the gauntlet, but this is really not my type of deck. I will play it, but
Yeah.
the amount of training I had to go through to understand the Love Train deck, JPH Snake actually wrote a huge document that still is not published, I think,
Yeah.
about just as an instruction for me to play Love Train.
Yeah.
But yeah, my Love Train experience will come in handy here.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
So there's 36 land in this deck. 1 Bant Panorama, a Bazooka Bog.
Don't walk through all the cards. That's
Okay. You want me to go through the whole list? Key cards in here. The big thing on this list is, and I'm not looking forward to facing this by any means, Dan. There's so much removal in this deck that it's not going to be fun to go against.
and every transmute card available.
And every transmute
All the
card
tutors.
available. All
All
the
the
tutors.
Wow.
So yeah, this is
Nice.
going to be challenging. I'm hoping that when listeners submit more decks for us, that they keep this deck in mind, because if I'm already looking at this list and if I'm stuck with the creature deck, this is going to hurt.
Yeah. Oh my.
I'm just gonna wait for someone to send you White Weenies EDH.
Yeah. It's going to be like, really? I can't do anything with this.
But okay, I get infinite mana. I cast Carrick's Force on somebody, killing him. So how do I kill the next guy?
You can cast Carrick's Torch and kill everybody.
Then are you asking how do you kill the next person in line?
Yeah.
That's what you're asking?
No, Carrick's kills everybody. Don't you get to split the damage however you want?
No, that's Rolling Thunder.
Rolling
Oh,
Thunder.
rolling.
But you also have what is
Fireball.
it? You have Fireball. You've got the Izzet Chronarch, Hypnotic Wall, Archaeomancer to get the stuff
of
back,
course.
and you can always, because I think there should be a cap size in there. Yeah, there's a cap size. So you
Yeah.
just infinitely
Cap
bounce your guys to get every spell you ever need back.
Yeah, it's gonna hurt.
It
It's
looks
gonna
like fun.
It's gonna hurt.
Says you.
No, this is gonna hurt. This is
Prepare
gonna
for
hurt
all
real
the tears.
Sweet.
Plex.
I kind of already see, like, depending on the other decks that get submitted, I can already see where this is going. I think the phrase "God damn it, Dan" is gonna come up quite a bit.
Thank you, Aaron.
There's a loading ready run where they're all playing EDH. They're sitting around, and he goes, "Okay," and that's my turn. And then it has Cam go, "All right, at your end step, I activate top," and then they all start kind of shuffling around. One of them gets up and goes, "Hey, I'm going to the store. What do y'all need?" Like when Dan says, "Oh yeah, at your end step," everybody's just gonna have to go get a beer, make a sandwich, come
Is it on the
back.
phone? Did we lose yet? No? Okay. I know what you're talking about. It's a good one.
Oh man.
This is good. Yeah, this deck looks like fun though.
Oh, but yeah, we totally gotta
It's
Skype it
Oh yeah.
Uh,
Well, I think Mikey. We already talked about it, and I think Mikey's actually gonna. But we're gonna go on the stream when we do this,
Okay,
so
cool.
people can watch the mass chaos.
So we can hear all of the multiplayer trash talking. Because we can't
Yes.
play a multiplayer game without trash talking. It
Yes.
just happens.
That would be fun.
So. But yeah.
Now, but see, what's going to happen is when it takes concentration, Dan's just going to start yelling at Mikey in Swedish, and Mikey will just lose it,
Exactly.
and Dan's like, ha 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 ha. It's Dan's
Look,
secret
that's
tech.
his way to just time out Mikey no matter what he does. He just starts talking.
So yeah. But I'm actually looking forward to it. I think it's gonna be fun when we do this. It's gonna be a lot of fun. But yeah, this is the deck that I guess Dan's choosing it, so he's taking the deck.
Yes.
Yeah, this is I've okay, to listeners out there, when you choose my deck, keep this deck in mind, make it so my creatures don't die all the time.
Oh, and listeners, if you care about my opinion at all, just make mine just do crazy stuff. I don't care.
Yeah, I just don't want
Whatever craziness you got.
Random
Yes.
wants a mill deck.
No, I do not want a mill deck. All right, I mill you for 2. Pass my turn. Good lord, let's just do that 50 more times 4.
Almost got it.
like I
get
said,
the
I'm still banking. I'm still banking on somebody tossing me a bone and sending me a Zur list
No.
Well,
because I like Zur. Zur's one of my favorite generals.
I forgot. Which generals did we all ban anyways?
We didn't ban any of them.
I thought we had that one episode where we all chose one
yeah,
general.
we chose like I chose
yeah, we did.
Gerard.
Zur was not banned.
No, Zer wasn't banned.
I'm trying to remember who was all banned, because I remember I called out Niv Mizzet. Who'd you call it, Brennan?
Is it Gerard, the Lich?
Oh yeah, I called. I can't remember what I called, but Dan didn't know what to call out, and I think I called out Endrick.
Yeah.
Because
Oh.
Endrick's ridiculous.
Edric or Endrick?
Edric,
Okay.
Oh, Edric. Oh, yeah.
the Spy Master.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I just dropped a bajillion cards.
Yeah, I've just gotten. I mean, I'm like a baby when it comes to EDH. Slowly getting my deck together in paper,
Yeah.
but yeah, I'm just starting down that train. So I'm looking at other.
I think after you get into the format, you're gonna find you really, really like it because it is a format of crazy wonky jank that's fun.
But see, what concerns me the most is finding a group of people who want to play to have fun, and not try to play at like 100 card singleton.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
you know, going
like
for the championship.
I mean, it's for us. It's just my group of friends, and like I said, like when it comes to EDH, like the whole reason why we're starting to like I've talked about the league thing that we're doing. The only reason why we're doing league is because we're playing at a local store, and that's what it came down 100 card singleton, and all they cared about was the win. And the group that plays at my house, we're playing for fun. We're not playing
Yeah.
for that. So we still want to have that league experience, but
Oh,
want to
yeah.
have fun doing it. So
That's
that's
cool.
why we have everything set up the way we have it set up, and like off the achievements alone that we have set up for gaining points in the league, the achievements we came up with work, and everybody really likes it, and we have fun games. Like we've had like we tested yesterday. Every game I played was fun. So I mean, if you have a group of friends, get a group of friends going on it, and it's just you guys doing it, you'll have fun.
Yeah, that's cool.
You know, it's
Yeah, I'm starting out with this group. It's the game night I went to
Yeah.
a few weeks ago. I'm gonna start them off. They have never drafted, so next time we get together, everybody's bringing 3 packs of M14, and I'm
Yeah.
just gonna walk them through. Yeah, me walking people through how to draft. Is this
Nice.
blind leading the blind or what? But I'll explain the rules, and I'm sure they're old school
Yeah.
Magic players. But we're gonna do that, and then after that, I'll talk to them about EDH and see what they think. I
Yeah.
don't think any of them really have the wherewithal to make any kind of deck right now,
yeah.
but everyone can go to Walmart and pick up 3
Yeah,
packs of
you can go-
M14.
Yeah, I mean, I would just, you know the vanilla test, right?
Oh yeah,
I would show them the vanilla test and start from there.
sounds good.
That's
Yeah,
the
I was
easiest thing to do.
I know the whole idea of bread was. I know Marshall hates it, but it's pretty straightforward, and it's a concept I think I could show them. But yeah, the vanilla test is definitely something.
Yeah. And then when it comes to EDH, I mean, if they're not, if they want to, if they want to start out with something and don't want to try to take the time to build, because I know for a fact, if you've never played EDH before and you're building a deck, it's hard. It's not the easiest thing to do. I would just recommend them probably go to Walmart or whatever and pick up a commander deck.
Commander deck, yeah. I'll mention it. I think we'll like I said, we're gonna try with the draft first, see how that goes. But
Yeah.
I think they'll like Commander. The thing is though, they have boxes and boxes of cards they haven't gone through, and they look to be from pre-Mirrodin. Like all the cards are all pre-Mirrodin. Yep.
So they have lots of EDH staples probably.
Oh, I'm sure they do. They just don't know it.
Yeah.
And I'm not going through thousands of cards for them.
Yeah.
So anyway, but yeah, there you go.
Cool. So what do we got in metagame? We got some metagame stuff, and one of the big metagame things is, and we're looking at our Pauper Classic Tuesdays, is Mikey K walked away with it and crushed.
How can he not be here when he has won the tournament?
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah. What do we got here? And what did I comment on this one? I called this one a visit to the zoo.
Nice.
Yeah, it's a visit to the zoo. We got our top 3 decks are all domain zoo decks. Mikey won it with Scred, with the Scred Zoo.
And he beat PK23 in the final. Go, Mikey.
Yeah. PK23 is playing a version of Domain. Looks like everything that should be there. I mean, there doesn't really... Looks like everything that's supposed to be there. So you got 3 different type of... It's like 3 different versions of Domain Zoo. They're pretty much all pretty similar except for a few. And then if you move into 4th place, we got a Is It deck.
Yeah, it's Control.
Is It Control. And then we got Mono Black.
Yep.
And then we've got 2 Boros decks.
Are they Boros Kitty?
Yes,
they are.
Yes, they're Boros Kitty.
The second two.
Yeah. What's the second one? Second one is different. Something else. It's really weird.
It's not Boros. It is some. It's Burn.
It's Burn. It's Red White Burn.
It's Burn with Squadron Hawks.
Yeah, that's cool. Kind of. I'm guessing they're utilizing Squadron Hawk just for a little bit of extra oomph.
And I think the point is the circles of protection in the sideboard.
Yeah. Okay. And then, so you got that. God darn it. Alright, then we got a Red Burn, just straight up Red Burn.
Yep. Very straight
So,
up.
yeah. Pretty cool. That one's pretty cool. But yeah, pretty much just Domain actually starting to make ripples and everyone wanting to play it. Well, it's a fun deck to play. Does not surprise me that Domain is becoming a thing because it's a lot of fun to play. Like, I have no problems with this deck at all. It's just crazy fun to play.
That's cool.
What a
And then an
game. I would have loved to play in that tournament.
Yeah. I wish I could. I'd love to play that tournament, but like, I have my kids that night. My wife goes to her yoga thing that night, so by around the time the tournament starts, I'm putting the kids to bed.
Alright. I played it once. I had to stay up until 8 a.m. in the morning to finish.
Oh my gosh.
But I did win it.
Hey.
There you go.
Nice.
On to our Pauper event, our MPDC event, which I call Black versus White.
Yeah, no kidding.
So it's literally just mono white and mono black going at it.
It's just variations. It's variations of white and black, and it's like every single deck is a variation of black or white.
Yeah, you got the lone hexproof thrown in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of funny. number one in their deck list says, "Oh yeah, this is Dr. Baker's deck list. I just copy and pasted it in one first place." So yeah, Dr. Baker makes good decks.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dr. Baker's decks have mostly all made it through to round 3, FYI.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, this is about what I've come to expect. Today's just got posted. I haven't looked at today's results, but yeah, the Azorius Cipher, the Black Blue, slow, boring, zero
Mill.
interaction, mill. And someone called another Azorius one Heroic Serpents, where there are no serpents in the deck.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's weird.
A little weird. So anyway, yeah. Then you got mono black control, hexproof, double white weenie, and then another gatekeepers, which is
4-color gatekeeper control.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Every color except white.
I think so.
Yeah. I think the white one seems like the weakest one of the gatekeepers.
Yeah,
unless
yeah.
you're going
Just
back
makes
to good old flicker gate.
tokens. He just makes tokens. Nobody
Yeah,
cares about.
I would definitely rather have the removal or the 7 life.
Yeah.
Stupid Cerulean gatekeepers.
They make you angry, don't they?
Oh god! Back when we were doing blue-white extort for Brew of the Month, so many times did it always come down to time because I was playing blue-white extort, so I had a Brazilian health, and he's like, "Guess what? Can't kill me." Flicker, 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 flicker. I gained 34 life in like a turn or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah. Now it's Crypt Incursion with that mill.
Yeah.
Like, okay, I got him down to 2 points. Crypt Incursion back up to 64. It's over.
Yeah. So.
Ugh.
But yeah, that's our standard Pauper. And then we got one premiere. Is this other premiere event too then?
Yes.
Okay. First we have this one, which I call Mono Black Control, finally gets the crown. Our top deck, our top 8 here, but our first place deck in this premiere event was a Mono Black Rats deck. So it finally... we've seen this card, we've seen this deck in Pauper premiere events before, but for some reason it would always fall short somehow. This one didn't. He got first place. Kira.
It's the Delver does not exist version with corrupts and
Yeah.
and tendrils. So you sort of, if you don't run into Delver, you're good. But
Yeah, Kira Lane, first place. Got first place with this list.
and look at these 2 daily events. It's really weird. It's like all the Pauper regulars took a week off because there are some weird decks. There are new players. In the top 8 of this event, the only guys I recognize is Veigar and Tiago AM.
Yeah. But we got, first place is Kira Lane with the first place. And the Kira Lane's, I've never heard him before, so he must be a newer guy.
Well done.
Yeah, first place Mono Black. We got Lab Ob 50 with a this Mono Blue Control.
No, it's
Blue-red control.
Yeah, it's Blue-Red Control. Yeah, Blue-Red Control.
He decided that this week Delver does not exist, so he has to play Errant Ephemeron instead.
Yeah.
There was a Delver deck though in third place, which is weird.
Yeah. And in third place we got a Delver
Yeah,
list.
but it's 1 and not 7, as in the normal top 8.
Yeah.
Yeah.
AAA 1978. Let's see. Let's see. Why he could have? Who'd he lose to?
He lost
third?
to
Probably
the Blue-red control actually.
The Blue-Red Control. Okay. Well, why did he lose the Blue-Red Control? Let's look at it.
It's built to destroy Delver.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I
Yeah.
it's Blue-red control.
Well, I
yeah,
have
like-
all the cheap removal that the Mono Black deck doesn't have.
Yeah. This has pretty much. Yeah. This Delver list. It's one of the many Delver lists. I'm kinda.
It's 2 days, a Mutagenic Road.
Yeah. I would suspect he might have fell short on land.
It's
This
many people
16
play
land is a
16
gamble.
islands. Yeah, many people do.
16 islands is a gamble.
Yeah, do the math, it's crazy. Even if you have, he only has 7 cantrips as well. That's really greedy.
Yeah, I mean it's like the 16 islands. I'm willing to bet that he just kind of maybe didn't have kind of fell short on land in that matchup
Also with a full
because
set of Spire Golems.
Yeah.
So, wow, you get 3 Spire Golems in your starting hand. It's like,
Yeah.
Best of luck to you.
Yeah. But moving on to fourth place, we've got Ben 1 with
White Weenie.
White Weenie. No, White Weenie. And fifth place, we got Vegar with playing Affinity.
this
And
is
it's
a
Perilous
veteran.
Affinity.
He's been playing a lot of decks, but mostly Affinity.
Yeah. It's Perilous Affinity. This is a regular Thiago AM
Now on Stompy.
with Stompy. And JD Phoenix in seventh place with a Goblin list.
Yeah.
Death Spark. God, I hate that
3
card.
Sparksmiths for Mikey.
Ugh.
I hate Death Spark so much.
It's a great card. But
Yes, it is.
3
I
is
hate
a
going
lot.
against it.
Yeah,
I
it
hate
is.
going against it. Like, Death Spark is one of those cards that when I'm playing EDH or I'm playing Pauper, I've actually started to actually consider just consider Relic of Progenitus just to get rid of the damn things.
Yeah.
I've considered
It'd also be good if you had a Relic of Progenitus, too.
Yep.
yeah,
A card that actually existed.
yeah, Relic of Progenitus. Because like I don't know, it just Death Spark for me is becoming my never again.
you just hate it.
Yes, just hate it.
Why do you have 8 cards in your sideboard for Death Spark? Because never again.
Just never again? It's
4 Bazooka Bolt in the sideboard.
yeah. But then we got Mixer 19 in 8th place with Elves.
Elves. With the 1
Yeah.
Viridian Longbow. Sweet.
It's nice to see people run the 1 Viridian Longbow.
Okay, I have to say, did these two face each other because the classic Elves versus Goblins thing is kind of intriguing.
No, they were both kicked out in the top 8, so they couldn't have
Oh, that would have been awesome. Elves versus Goblins. But yeah, so that's our top 8
Elves
right there.
died to Mono Black Control. That
Yeah,
makes sense.
yeah.
Yep.
All right, so that's that event. And Dan, how about you go through this one? You submitted this one.
Yeah, it's the second one. It seems that 2 fired this weekend, and as long as 2 Premier events fired, we are good. I heard there was a
Yes.
weekend where only 1 fired, but yeah, keep supporting the Premier events if you're able to play
Yeah.
them. General
Yeah.
Peron won this one with Goblins. With 4 Sparksmiths, Mikey. What are you gonna do?
That dude just loves all, this dude must love all kinds of pain.
Yeah.
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 3 Death Sparks and 4 Sparksmiths. That's a party. And 4 Flame Slash. But that's the new tech in Goblins, Flame Slash.
Yeah.
Gotta hate on Affinity somehow.
Yeah,
Inspire
and a
Golems and
classic
everything.
Hexproof deck in second, played by Cryptic91. In
Yeah.
third place we have Nightmare, and this deck is very interesting. He lost to the Goblins list. No. He lost to the other deck. He lost to Hexproof. This looks like a Love Train deck. It's a Freed from the Real combo, but it's different. He's torching for infinite mana. Since Voyaging's... Sorry?
I still have to say though, gotta appreciate it. It's running Giga Drowse. That's like one of my favorite pet cards.
Yeah, that's a Peter card.
It's running
love
Freed
that
from
card.
the Real. That's a Dan card, right? 4 Freed from the Real, 4 Voyaging Satyr. Yes! 3 Train of Thought! Oh, I love this deck. Nightmare. You made my day. 16 lands, 4 Arbor Elves. Just 10 creatures and 34 spells to get to the combo. Looks fantastic. This was innovative. I did not expect to see this in a Premier event.
Yeah.
In 4th place, Slivers, played by Bivana.
When's the last time we saw Slivers in a...
I think
Premier
like
event.
2 or 3 Premier events. I want to say in like 5 Premier events ago.
It's
5
always
Premier
there.
events ago.
And
Come on.
someone finally did it! Commune with nature in a deck! I've been waiting for someone to finally use that thing.
Yeah, it's a good card.
Well, when the
That's-
deck's
that's my-
basically
that's-
just
yeah.
all creatures, it's...
Yeah.
That's my favorite Slivers tech.
Yeah.
Love it.
fifth place we have that one guy's Fire End. It looks like it should have been Friend. He's playing Stompy, so glad to see some Stompy again.
I like seeing that's just funny seeing Riverbow on the main deck.
Yeah. What's not fun is these 16 lands. I think in Stompy it's even more important to play more lands because
Yeah.
you don't have any card draw. So 16 lands means you are very often stuck on one land, and you still want to play your 2 mana cards. You still want to have a backup for your growth spells. So you need a 2 mana. You need to play more than 16 land.
Yeah. Like I don't know. I guess for me, 16 land in any deck is a gamble. I'm like if I out the lowest, I think the lowest land count I've ever played in any EDH deck, no matter what the strategy, is 17,
Right.
and that's it. I think 16
EDH.
you're.
Yep.
No, in Pauper. I mean, it's like 16 land in Pauper. That's to me. That's just you're gambling like a lot.
There are great apps for the iPhone, at least, that I use to calculate probabilities, and just do the math on 16 Forest, and you'll see that you are throwing away the game because you're losing so many times to having to mulligan multiple times.
Yeah.
And it's not, you can't do it. Paupered mana bases are too greedy overall, but 16 lands in Stompy is a sold thing. There are articles about it, and you just never do it.
Yeah.
In 6th place we have C. Burton 8223 playing Tron.
Mm-hmm.
And then Deluxecorp got 7th with the green one.
Yay.
Yeah.
When did people start using Ukatabi Drake again?
It's Deluxecorp.
Yeah.
He uses cards that everybody else scoffs at. And there
is this
with his flying haste 2-1 green guy.
is this the is this the one with the Wild Cantor update in it?
I don't think so.
No.
Yeah, he just posted to Facebook, maybe even just today.
Ooh.
He added Wild Cantor into it.
Yeah, I think the best source for crazy brews that work on the internet is Deluxecorp's Facebook page, so you should be following that.
Oh yeah.
Because he is posting.
Oh, the Ukatabi
crazy
Drake makes a
crap.
lot of sense, actually.
Mm-hmm.
It helps, yeah. It's like a guaranteed enabler for Howl the Hunger Pack. Didn't even realize that. That's a solid choice.
Nice. And in 8th place we have the Raging Flump, and he is playing Familiars.
Esper Storm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Without the
Just
mill.
this is the long version, right?
Yes.
Yeah, the long version. So. But yeah, that's pretty much our metagame. That's everything we got this week.
What a great variation. It's like, where's Delver? Hello.
Mm-hmm.
Did we see one Delver list
We saw one.
in 3
Yeah.
tournaments?
I got a feeling that Delver, that it's not a bad deck, but people have seen it so many times, or people have played it so many times in one that they want to go do something else.
Yeah, and people are prepared for it, I think.
Yeah. So, just one of those things. It's really fun to play, but after you do it like 1,000,000,001 times, it's just kind of, yeah, let's go do something else.
I just noted that one guy's friend who took 5th place with Stompy, he didn't play Scattershot Archer at all. Not in the sideboard, not in the main deck. There's
Yeah.
4. No, there's 4 in the main deck, sorry. Yeah, that figures.
Yeah.
So when Stompy starts main decking Scattershot Archer, it's bad times for Delver.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But what do we got for finance there, Dan?
For the second week in a row, I wrote an article on MTGO Library. I won't do that too many times, but it's like it's very sort of current because it's like cards where I do a buying spree of a couple of hours, and then I just write down what I bought. So
Yeah.
it became very popular. So of course things have changed when you listen to this, which is a bad thing. It is the flashback drafts. The flashback drafts are going all April, and they are the best opportunity to pick up things. some other modern stuff is randomly falling. I don't know if people have forgotten that the modern PTQ season is coming up in early June, and the modern cars spike like crazy. But some cars, like even Mind Sensor, has dropped 70%.
Mm-hmm.
The cars I picked up this weekend were Black Sun Zenith at 15 cents, Cabal Ritual at 29 cents. Deep Analysis and Earth Rift have bottomed out at 15 cents, and they're great pickups. Deep Analysis is already up. Grand Abolisher, 17 cents. 2 days later now it's up to 41. Nimble Mongos, I don't expect to go up soon, but when Vintage Masters hits, it will go back to its almost 2-ticket level. And you can have it for 43 cents right now. So Necromancy, 28 cents. Prismatic Strands, another Pauper card that will constantly go over 1 ticks. Look at its curve on Goldfish. It's like 1 ticks, 15 cents, 1 tick, 15 cents. And it's at 15 cents again, so I picked up maybe 60 copies, I think. Standstill, Submerged, Treachery, not Pauper cards. You can still pick up Fire Blasts at 55 cents. Which is traditionally a very good idea. If you believe in Constellation, then Constellation can actually produce a standard deck, which is unlikely, but not impossible. You have some great penny rares speculations with Ionis Chosen and Mana Bloom at 5 cents. What about Pauper?
Paper. Modern. I think eBay is seeing the same things. Modern sales are starting to die down,
That's so
and
weird.
and EDH sales are starting to pick up.
Okay.
Yeah, I ordered Vornaclex, the Voice of Hunger. Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that one. I picked him up 2 weeks ago. It was like $5.50, but now they're all $9, $10, $11.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, I sold the Vornaclex a while ago for like 10, I think, something like
cool.
that. But yeah, it's just Modern seems to be slowing down now, and in place of it, EDH cards are starting to are being bought more. So I don't know what's going on. I think it's, I don't know. I really don't understand why, but I mean it's eBay, and eBay is just pretty much you throw crap at the wall and see what sticks.
Interesting that we see the same thing though, because
Yeah.
It's 7 weeks left. On June 7th or 8th, Modern PTQ season hits, and we will then see the biggest boom of Modern ever. It will be the biggest Modern PTQ season to date, and Modern prices will reach higher than they ever have.
Yeah. But I think it stands to reason that like when it comes to Paper and Modern, like because fetch lands are so expensive, like because online Modern the fetch lands are easy to come by.
Nah, they are pretty expensive.
Or are they not? Are they expensive there too?
Yes.
I think as a whole, what's Modern right now, I think what is stopping a lot of people is the fact that the fetch lands are so darn expensive, and even to get anywhere in that, in order to be competitive and win in Modern, you gotta have the fetch lands. I mean, without them, you can try to get there, but the fetch lands just make the deck so good that without them, you're really not competing.
I want to mention that all the 4 decks in the Modern Noob, they are all. There's not a single copy of Fetch Land in the deck.
Well, yeah. I'm just, as a whole, in general, I think that's what's scaring people. It's like, if I don't have the Fetch Lands, well, this is hard,
Yeah.
But
I called it before and I'll call it again. I think the probability of Fetch Lands in M15 is enormous. And they will be in the clan thing coming up.
Well, where are we like that? That's a good thing. I kind of wanted to. I didn't think that. I kind of wanted to bring that up. Where do you think they're going to go next? Because we're in Theros. We're on our 3rd block. Now we're reaching in past M15 into new. What are they going to revisit?
The announcement,
what's the speculation?
The announcement is overdue. It was released late March last year, and
What was it?
it was released at a convention, and that convention was last weekend, and they still haven't
Okay.
announced.
Yeah, because
Mhm.
I want to see Zendikar again.
Brennan
That's
has
just me though.
some insight, right?
Yeah, from what I've said, from what I've seen online and what they've released and some of the naming conventions. Now, some of that stuff that came out about the names could actually be D&D modules, but there's a lot of chatter, internet, lies, truths, who knows. But to me, it seems it's clear that they're going to go for a whole new. Um, Morrow said it's going to be a new realm, and I had to get Dan to explain what it meant when they said it's going to be a bottom-up design, unlike the top-down that the last couple were.
Yeah.
So they're going to, from what Dan was telling me, it's new mechanics, fit a world around them, see what happens. But it's not going to be a place we've been before. I still think it's going to be in the like the Mongolian horde type era, sort of a go back to a back in time because we have Ravnica, which was modern, and then you have
Yeah.
the Greeks or the Romans. Well, who is it? It's Romans, yeah. They kind of the seat of civilization, go back
Yeah.
to a more wild anarchy like time. That's what I'm
Yeah.
speculating just from things I've seen. Um, the big thing I saw was the Warlords of Kanahar, and there were two other names that were registered,
Oh.
and they would want to get those registered before they announce
Yeah.
for certain.
So so they're breaking the tradition and they're not going New Realm revisit New Realm. They're just going to go with another New Realm this time around instead of revisiting an old
That's
realm.
what Morrow said.
Yeah, I think
Interesting.
if you to exemplify on the bottom-up design, then famous bottom-up designs are Zendikar based on land mechanics, Ravnica
Hmm.
based on the guilds, and Mirrodin with artifacts. So that's a bottom-up design, whereas a top-down design
Okay.
is things like Innistrad, where you go, okay, we're going to do horror, let's do something like that, or Theros, where you're going to
Yeah.
go Greece and do something with that.
Yeah.
Okay, I got you. Well, there you go.
Okay.
And I think that Morrow said also that he loves the top-down designs, but he don't want to do them too often. So
Yeah.
yeah, I
Because like
expect.
I want to see a new Zendikar set. Honest to God, truth. I want to go back to
That
Zendikar.
is the number two speculation. But remember that the fetch lands are not tied to Zendikar in any way. They just.
Yeah, I know. Just as a whole, I liked Zendikar. Like when I first got back into Magic, when I took my hiatus, like Zendikar was coming out, and I loved Zendikar. That was a fun block
Yeah.
as a whole.
Yeah, I know it's unpopular, but I still love that whole Lorwyn Shadowmoor cycle.
I liked that block too. I like
It
Mhm.
was
Laurel
awesome.
and Shadowmoor.
I came back into Magic
Eventide,
at the time and played Jund, and
Ev-
Zendikar was out, and I played only for 3 months, and then I quit again.
Eventide was kind of a dry mass set, but as a whole, like Lorwyn, Morrowind, that was fun.
They had a couple of
But
rough years
I think
there,
so.
didn't they? When I was away,
yeah,
the Time Spiral and Lorvin and Aventine and stuff.
Yeah, they said that there was a significant drop in sales during the whole Lorwyn cycle, and so they attributed it to the cutesiness of Lorwyn, but I don't know. I think it's pretty awesome,
yeah,
and it's really popular online. Like it's one of
yeah,
their most drafted flashback drafts, which is crazy. Like they
yeah.
said, oh no, screw it. Several years ago, lost money on it. Okay, well maybe it was your advertising. Maybe your advertising sucked during that
Yeah.
time.
Well,
Um,
I like Lorwyn just because me and my buddies used to have like creature battles. It was one like we'd have clan wars. Like one person would play elves, one person would play goblins, one person would play whatever, and we just
right.
creature type battled it out. It was fun.
Yeah, it's cool. Yeah,
Go
at some
Trouble
point
Decks.
there was um, someone I think it was Kathleen from Loading Ready Run. Her and Cam were speculating on what could they do to bring Lorwyn and the Eldrazi together. And you know when it flips, Lorwyn flips to Shadowmoor.
Yeah.
Basically have one where the Phyrexians invade Lorwyn, and then in the subsequent set, after it flips to Shadowmoor and the Phyrexians are good, trying to save Shadowmoor because they are affected by the entirety of the realm. I was like, wow, that's deep.
Phyrexians being good is just that. That's just funny in and of itself.
Right, but they would be affected because the entirety of the realm is affected when that happens.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Anyway, I like that idea.
Yeah. So do we want to go over Brendan and your guys' idea, or should we go through Rage of the Week quick?
We can do our idea.
Go for it.
Yeah, we can talk about it. Sure.
Okay, it's not completed
yeah.
yet. Do you want to speak about it?
Oh no, please go ahead. I'll chime in.
Okay, we figured that we have been around for some time. This podcast, we need to shake things up a little. So we are working on a list. It's not done yet, so we are not going to present anything of it. But we're working on 10 ideas to sort of improve the show or new segments, etc. So we are going to finish this list at some point in time, and then we're going to present it to you and to the listeners, and try to get some feedback on what ideas you think are good and which are not.
Yep. See if there's anything. Yeah, it's basically it's not really to redo anything that we're already doing that's good, but just some segment ideas if
I would like to add something to your list already if you don't have it on already.
Give me just a minute to get something to write with, and yes, please do.
An update on the Pauper Deck Builders Toolkit.
Ooh.
I haven't updated that thing in like forever.
That's very original for the people. Was that like on episode 2 or 3 or something?
Yeah, it started out as that, and then I worked on it. I put work to it and actually put it up on tappedout.com, tappedout.net, because but we have that hasn't been updated either. Back when I first joined the show, I started a brand new account on tappedout.net for Pauper to the People, so we could the listeners could see what decks we were playing. That was the idea, and I gotta see if I can get the password back and all that. But I believe the last update for the Pauper to the Deck Builders Toolkit is on there. So
wow, cool.
Yeah, but if we could get an update to that would be great.
Especially when new sets come out and there's sort of
new sets, bannings, everything.
Yeah, all of it. Yeah,
it's backlogged like big time. We're talking. It's backlogged. Let's just put it that way.
That's cool. Yeah, I've made a note and sent it to Dan. So that's really cool. So yeah, any ideas? And again, I don't want this to seem like, oh man, we're gonna come in, we're gonna change everything.
Yeah.
Nope, that's not it. We're just ideas for segments so that me personally, I don't run out of stuff to talk about.
Yeah. I was thinking of doing a what the heck is it, a pack one, pick one a while back, throwing that at you guys randomly.
Okay, that's cool
for the
too.
Pauper Cube.
Oh yeah, that's another fun thing.
Yeah, so.
That was the segment I hated the most out of the entire show. Ever.
Yeah, I know. Like I said, it was something I was going to throw at you guys every once in a while. Not all the time, though.
Yep, that's cool.
So.
Sounds fun.
But like I said, yeah, cool. I look forward to seeing the list.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
And if you have any other ideas, let us know and we'll add them to the list.
Yep.
Because we are almost done. Now we have 7 points.
Exactly.
But yeah, that hasn't been updated forever. I'd love to see that. But let's go on to the Rages of the Week. We have 2 of them. Our first one is... No, they don't. Our first one is Goblin Lackey. That is the guy's name, _ Goblin Lackey. Looks like he's in a Pauper. No, it's a modern matchup. modern matchup. And he's taking what's Goblin Lackey's deck here?
He's playing an hexproof deck.
He's playing
and that is
Hexproof.
one terrifying core spirit dancer.
Oh my
Yeah.
god, no.
Holy crap.
29.
Wow.
With multiple Umbras, so best of luck trying to kill that thing.
Yeah. So he's taking on... he's playing Affinity, he's taking on Hexproof. He respawns... His first thing here is So Lucky. And then What a Joke. Nescent responds with yes.
Yes. And then he was typing in, that's how this
How
deck,
the deck
works.
works.
And the dude conceded.
So,
God.
there you go, Goblin Lackey. That one's for you.
And it's interesting that he says that while he's playing Affinity, which is also kind of a very draw-dependent deck.
Yeah. And what do we got here? This one. Wow, this is this the new client?
This is beta. Or
Beta client?
It's currently beta right now, yeah.
Ugh, that is ugly.
It
Doink.
ain't pretty.
It ain't pretty. It almost looks like Magic Workstation. Kind of. It's creepy.
Oh, I never heard of that.
They are playing a workstation. Don't go there. It's horrible.
Yeah.
Don't.
Oh, okay.
Don't go there. It's bad. That's what this looks like. All right. So we got. What is it here? What is
It looks like it's Delver Fiend against Goblins.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Just trying to look for the chat log when it starts here because the chat log's weird here. All right. So. Okay, this one is, the guy's name is Mischief. And he responds with, what a joke. Another lucky kid. Pfft. Perfect start.
To which point, JD Phoenix, the guy who was playing it, was like,
Yeah.
that's rich coming from someone playing that deck. Again, he's playing against, the guy who's complaining is playing Delver Fiend.
Yeah.
Right.
And Mischief responds with, shut your mouth. Perfect start. Double bushwhacker. Ridiculous
Lucker.
And,
And so they go to game 2.
yeah.
Because they go ahead and both submit their deck. So Mischief starts, yeah, nice card. You kept? Sure, insane. Bad luck for top 8. 2 bushwhackers per game. It's just real. The luck of this guy. Quit.
What a loser.
Wow.
Yeah.
And he has drawn the Delphine deck has drawn a Lightning Bolt and an Electricity as defense, and he's on turn 6 and he's getting killed by goblins. Is that strange?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then but that's the 2 we found on Salty Losers when I happen to be there where I find this stuff.
Gosh,
They're
it's
pretty
so funny.
good for it. Someone wrote down that there's recently been a drought on Rage Quitters and Ragers. So,
Hey, you guys should watch my videos I posted this week.
lots of Ragers?
So many quitters. Yeah. I had one guy today. I haven't posted it yet. I'm not sure what happened. He was taking a long time, and then he writes to me. He goes, give up yet? And I go, LOL, never. I never surrender. You know, it wasn't looking great for me, but it was definitely not over.
Yeah.
And then nothing. He types in a period, hits enter, and he goes, lag. And I go, oh yeah, it sucks. Happens all the time. Timeout. Yeah, okay. Maybe, but really? Yeah, I think I had 3 decks in a row go on to the next round because people quitting.
Wow. Yeah, it's kind of messed up. I think people have gotten so used to, like, once your deck starts doing good, they expect the other person to give up. And there's just some people out there that don't do that, because I don't.
No. I don't know that you're going to draw what you need. And
Yeah.
And
I
one
don't know that
misplay
I'm
can
not.
change an entire game.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You're gonna have to get me to 0 to kill me.
Yeah.
Or you have to get to 0 to
I
win.
think it
Yeah.
is
Against
very
me.
destructive behavior in the tournament practice room. If you're in the just for fun room, I'm okay with it. But in the tournament practice room, you should play games to the end,
Yeah.
because to actually get tournament practice, you need to be in the situation where you have 10% chance of winning, and you actually
Yeah.
win, so you can see what the 10% chance to win actually is. Because if you're going to
Yeah.
drop 10% of games in that situation in a tournament, that's pretty bad. So you need to practice that
Yeah.
situation.
Yeah.
So
Exactly.
don't quit in the tournament practice room.
Yeah. So, but yeah, that's pretty much all I had for Rages of the Week and stuff. But you guys got anything else to add?
Oh, I want to speak more about the standard Pauper gauntlet, but I have a secret and I have to keep it. Oh, damn it!
There is a secret, everybody.
Yes, and I know it. Oh, I want to tell it, but I can't tell it.
Cool.
So
No,
Okay.
everyone will find out soon enough.
Okay.
Dan, if you have horses, you need to hold them.
okay.
All right. So, how can they reach you, Dan?
You can reach me on YouTube at the Magic Gathering Strat channel or on the Fan of History channel.
Good stuff, by the way.
Oh, thank you. By the way, I am trying something new this week, so I am recording this on a video. I'm going to post it on Magic Gathering Strat. And that seems to have worked, so if it's okay with you guys, I'm gonna do that every week for the really hardcore fans. We had about 100 people listening to Pauper to the people when we posted on YouTube, and it's like 5 or 6 days
Nice.
faster than anything else. So
Cool. Like I said, yeah, it's like I said, I posted up on the on the Google file, so you can get it there.
yeah,
So.
but you're posting it as an MP3, then I have to convert it, and I don't have any software for that.
Oh,
So
okay.
now I'm recording straight into
Oh, good.
Snagit.
Cool.
It will be very uninteresting video, but I did try to show some of the mythics, some of the spoilers.
Cool.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
So
How can they
okay.
Okay. How can they reach you, Brennan?
Well, I'm going to force everybody to go to mtgostrat.com, look up the standard Pauper gauntlet, and make comments. And I will get emails.
Cool.
So make a comment. Someone go out. You guys need to go out there and champion these decks. Next article I post will have the remaining decks. You'll be clear that they're open, big gaping
Yes.
holes.
Cool.
So yeah, there you go. Round 3 starts next week.
Peter, how can they get a hold of you?
As per usual, you can get a hold of me at Midnight03 on the Pro Boards or Midnight03 on MTGO.
Okay. Get a hold of me on MTGO and Yukon or on Twitter at Nathan Yunkin. And then the Pauper to the People at Gmail. But yeah, that's how you can get a hold of me. Guys, go over to The Gatherer to do that Pauper Classic Tuesdays. That's what Mike usually does. That
Gathering.com.
Gathering, yes, The Gathering. Go to The Gathering. Check them out. Pretty good there. Other than that, I have nothing else. So, without anything else to say, I'm Nate.
I'm Peter.
I'm done.
You do it.
I'm done.
I messed it up. And I'm Brennan, the guy who interrupts people.
And this is Pauper to the People. That's creepy.
And once again, completely glazes over the Brew of the Month mention.
Oh God!
Sorry.
You have to say something.
Why didn't you say something? I said, okay,
I
I
added it to
said,
the
does
show
anyone
notes.
else have anything more to add?
I'll show the viewers here.
Again,
Look at
Nate just completely was like, nope, don't want to fucking do this anymore,
I'm
apparently.
sorry, I was...
Fuck you, Nate.
Sorry.